Hello.
Hey! Oh, Ben,
Is that the guy when the shoe came off?
so I gave everything that I could, even if you break my arm or you carry me off. That's literally my mindset at that time. So,
And I'll see you on the next time on Dragon Ball Z. Oh, where arm wrestling matters. Boom!
This is Inside.
Where are we? And we are on. We're on. All right, on to you, Ben. Do your introduction.
Kia ora, family. Welcome to Inside the Strap podcast, where this is our 27, yeah, I believe so. It's our 27th podcast, which is a milestone for us. It's actually huge. And today we have a special guest with us. But first, we'll just introduce our top man, the Cap, who we got with us today. And you got myself, Ben Sahini, the only one in Manuia trying to come up with that. Trying to do those ones, to try and get the Mina's intro, but it's a real simple fun. It's just Ben Sahini from Whanganui Tara Wellington Club, and we've got a special guest on
Coming up.
from Auckland, and we have here Anton Pedroshenko.
Yeah, Karanya. Kia ora, boys. How's it going?
Good.
Welcome on to the Inside of the Strap. Just before we kick it off, Anton, just quickly give yourself an introduction and where you're from, who you are, and how you got involved into arm wrestling.
Right. Well, name is Anton, living in Auckland and Kumu, out in the Whoop Whoops. I'm 35, have 2 kids and a wife, so full on usual life. And wrestling is really a big part of it as well. Can't really escape it. Started on wrestling during COVID. I've been watching the sport maybe for like 5-6 years prior to that, but have never had a courage as a small little Pakeha boy to actually come and stand on the table. But just between the lockdowns, went on a Facebook, found the club. It was Auckland Arm Benders. That's where Zurab, Ed, and a few, obviously, Levi, rest in peace as well, do come from. And they used to train in Meadowbank at the time. And that's where I met Charles as well back in the days with Corey and the rest of the boys. But, I was a little fella just learning how to wiggle some arms. And those guys were having some, educated discussions already back then. And then, slowly but surely got involved in sport. Really liked about the sport that it's geometry and physics and a bit of chess. And that's what got me into it. And within my background as a researcher and also working within like strategy and, all the philosophy of selling type of thing, I pretty much brought it on the table by observing, looking, understanding. And 2 years, I didn't really know what I was doing on the table, was grasping any advice out there. And then maybe another 2 years, now I'm getting into shape. I am trying to compete, not that successfully yet, but I think that I'm on the right track. Few people that came around in the club for the Auckland Arm Benders. Now I've been teaching them. I'm pretty proud of that they became better than me, and some of them are setting up very good results out there as well. So now I'm just whopping around every single Auckland club, holding hands, making connections, making sure that I learn, listen, and also spread what I know, because I don't see a point why should I shy away to share what I've learned and share my knowledge with someone so that they can save some time so that they don't lose 2 years the same like I did.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's actually quite interesting that you said when you first came to New Zealand, I wouldn't say first came to New Zealand, but you initiated into arm wrestling 5, 6, 8. Would you say 6 years ago? 5 years?
Well, I think it was during COVID, so maybe it was about 5 years now.
COVID-19. Yeah, 5 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
21.
yeah, 21. And that's where you met Zarab, Levan, Ed,
Yeah.
and
Levi,
a few of
Levi.
those.
Levi used
Levi.
to
Yeah.
run the club. Corey
Oh,
was
Levi.
there.
Levi. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Corey was there. Sam Busby was starting, and then Dan was still fresh and young, and still just trying to understand how things are as well. So yeah, it was a good little club, and then another lockdown striked, and then we were back into it. Back, I think we were in Bucklands Beach then,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
well,
we
I think that's when Dave
Yeah.
Herbert was
yeah
hosting it. Yeah.
yeah. And then afterwards, Dave made me and a few other guys admins of the armbenders back in the day. Pretty much retired. Still supports us here and there. He was just
Right.
doing Auckland Club Wars against the Bay of Plenty, just
Yep.
out of the blue. Came, done his job, said I'm still here, and went away. Um, and now we are on the streets of Auckland, just under Victoria Bridge, in Victoria Park.
Yeah. So Victoria Park every Thursdays, 7:30 to 9:30, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until your hands get tired, really.
And you haven't left Auckland Armbender since
No,
those 5 years.
he's loyal to the bone.
Yeah, well, you know, that's where they taught me, and then I made a bit of a swing towards high hookers on the North Shore when the club was still present. That's where Sam Busby comes from. He pretty much became my teacher. We were going out to gym quite a few times on a regular basis, and also spending a lot of time one on one practicing. And then he went to Adelaide, and that club sort of fell off the radar, and everybody sort of scattered towards Lewis, to Savage Stallions, and some to Fresh Meat. Jay, for
Mm.
example, who lives in Mangawhai, he drives to Fresh Meat easy.
Yeah. Apparently, it takes him about a month to save up for gas, and then he makes it down to training. So,
Is that Murray or is that someone else?
Jay Dizzle,
Jay
Jay,
Dizzle, Jay.
Jay Dizzle
the
Minizzle.
he's like
Oh, Jay, yes, the
yes,
tatted up. He's a musician, I think. He
Yeah,
made
yeah,
a
yeah.
yeah.
I
Instagram photo of
contribute to
him.
his gas as well. That's his kurituhi.
he's
Oh,
he's
nice.
been initiated, brother.
Yeah, very much so.
No mai, hare mai.
Kapai.
That's so cool. I didn't expect that. Even I don't have a tattoo. I'm like naked, man. Oh wow! So you did training with Sam Bubsby. It's interesting. I, actually one of my first titles I ever won was against Sam Bubsby,
Mm,
and this was in 2023, and it was in Tauranga. They called it the COVID Bastard
right.
competition, and
Mm.
I'd known him prior to it, maybe 2 years prior to it in 2021. That's when I first met Sam Bubsby. He was a referee. He was actually quite professional about it. It's pretty good. So
Yeah.
and I could see the way that he teaches and stuff like that. I could imagine him what he does riffing, and obviously he's been taught by James Wells, so he's got a lot of influence there. So yeah, interesting
Yeah.
how you both got on board with each other, started training. Um, but yeah, we've had a bit of history. I don't think we had any rivalry, but it was a year when he told me, "Look, there's no other elites participating in the under 95 kg, and I was like, oh sweet. And I was just going in there just to enjoy the tournament with him, and ended up taking it out. And from that point on, I'd say we had this little thing going on. So
Yeah. Well,
Charlie got to know Sam.
talking about Sam, he when he moved to Adelaide, he's now training with gosh, I don't remember the name of the club in Adelaide. I went there quite a few times.
Matt McConnelly's club.
Yes. So you've got Sydney Spartans, then you've got the
Spartans, Stallion
Titans, SA Titans,
that's
South
SA.
Australian Titans. Yeah, pretty cool club over there. It's about 35 plus people per training. It's very much set up in the same sense as CAPS set up out in South Auckland. And Sam really didn't stop. We still keep in touch. He comes here for Christmas. We catch up together, and we organize a bit of a club reunion up in the North Shore in his grandparents' place, and everybody comes, does a bit of a barbie, pools. So yeah, it's still good times. So I'm pretty interested to see how you guys will gonna match up right now, because the guy has leveled up a bit.
Oh, damn it, I'm in trouble, Charles. Hey,
Hey,
we've got
is there any word of Sam coming to nationals? Would you know?
I don't think
Anton?
that he'll be coming to nationals, but he might be here for next Christmas, maybe prior to that.
Christmas. We'll
Yeah.
remember that. We'll see if we can do something as a surprise. We'll leave that for Charles.
Well,
What?
get him into Inside the Strap. The fella is awesome. I mean, as you said, he carries himself very respectful and professional when it comes to arm wrestling. And pretty much that translates to his life as well. So highly recommend him having on a podcast if you want to talk IQ, arm wrestling IQ. He's pretty good at that.
Definitely.
Yeah,
But hey,
Sam
we just got to.
helped me out. Was it for our first when he handed over the Auckland champs to me? I asked him if like how he did it and if it was easy and that. But yeah, he helped me through the struggles of the first arm wrestling Auckland champs. So Sam's a good fella.
Yep.
Hey, we got a comment there from Lee Luca from Savage Stallions. He just said, "Hey fellas," in his regards.
And then also, that's probably my wife, always supporting our club any way he can. Anton.
Yeah, no, I'm happy. Very happy. Yeah, you're a good bunch of people. And yeah, Ben, I'm sure I'm going to meet you next time I'm in Wellington. I'll hit you up.
Oh, please. I would love that. It would be good to connect and collab, and possibly we could do a podcast here at my place.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
It's funny because there's been a lot of people coming to Wellington's training, especially this year. With Scott going down and Miley's gone down. So I feel like the whole traffic's coming to Wellington all of a sudden, getting busy down there, eh, Ben?
Yeah, definitely. Man, we still got Ross down here, man.
Oh, you still got one of my members down there? Give him back?
Yeah.
No.
Well, Kieran was going to reach out to him to see if he wanted to have dinner, but he's busy with his brain. I think I did meet him when he came to pick him up, but yeah, he's traveling up tomorrow, right, Charles?
Yeah, I think he's flying back tomorrow.
Yeah. Anton, will you be going to nationals this year?
I'll be going to nationals. Anton, the president, he did ask me to see if I can judge. So most probably that's going to be my job. I'm not going to be competing. I'm pretty disappointed with my Auckland champ experience. But yeah, I actually been pulling Lee there as well, both left and right. I don't know why, but every single competition I get Lee to start off with every time. And it's all good. It's all good when we are on the practice table. Like I can feel something on the left there, and I can sustain. right is just still too strong. But when it comes to the comp time, the guy just have such an immense side pressure and the hand control, and he doesn't really need of a purchase. He just needs to go sideways, and the job is done. I mean, Auckland champs were the testament, because that's when he also got Dan, I think, on one of the
Yes.
arms.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Yeah, on the
that's right.
right, Dan's main arm, the right arm. So
yeah.
because I was surprised that Dan actually won. I was surprised that Dan took out the left arm,
Hmm.
but yeah, and end up losing on the right arm, his dominant arm. So
No, I did see. Yeah, I did see that match with Dan, and I didn't know you then, Anton. So I'd be curious to watch your footage, and because I wasn't too sure whether you had competed or not, but I got some information from Charles, and he gave me a bit of insight about what your training's like and your development, and it was quite interesting. Like you definitely got all the information about arm wrestling and all the
mm,
technicality. So it's amazing that you're now wanting to transfer that on the table to experiment, I guess.
Yeah. I'm still happily take everyone's advice, because there is plenty out there. I think this is what we are really lacking on in the country, just in general, is the right amount of knowledge, and
Mhm.
the knowledge that is properly consolidated within our clubs. So someone that with an international experience, or like um, Jack, um,
Yeah.
Jack Wolf, I think Wolf is his surname, the guy who pulls in 85s in the hook.
yep.
Oh yes, Jack Lawrence.
Jack
Jack Lawrence.
Lawrence. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, the guy's amazing. So people like that, and um, anyone that has an international experience, anyone who have some sort of a discipline, not just only on the table but off the table, and consider it as a professional sport more than amateurs. I think that's what we are really lacking on at the moment. And when there was an Iron Fist tournament a few years ago, and there is Uzbekistani team that came over, and especially Beka Olimov. The guy was, I think, weighing about 90 kilos, and he got third just straight after Mate
Lachlan.
and Lachlan. Yeah,
That's
he
insane.
got
And he's
third,
90 kilos. Are you
and he's
telling me he
90
was 90
kilos.
kilos?
So those guys, they really, and the guy haven't been pulling for a year. He just came for money and for a bit of fun.
What
Yeah, I
the
still
hell?
keep in touch. So it just tells you that, the knowledge that they have over there, the skills that they have over there is a bit of a different level. And I think that's what we are lacking in New Zealand upon. And I think that wrestling is not just only table IQ, and it's still a strength sport. And that's where we are lack as well, where we don't have much of I guess, training regime and routine that can bring us to that can be translated to the table. So that was accessible to me in terms of collecting that information and making those exercises in a particular way. And now I'm trying to translate it to the table. I think I'm having quite a few successes with that. But in terms of having a technical knowledge on the table,
Mhm.
I haven't hold that many experienced arms out there to actually the to feel. We
Right.
don't have that many of them here in New Zealand,
Mhm.
if you know what I mean.
Is
Mm.
that what you had? Is that how you gained that table IQ and table knowledge, was going out and meeting professional athletes?
Yeah. That's really what it was. I mean, we're pretty limited. We're Fortress New Zealand, so it's a bit hard to travel. But I've
Mhm.
traveled all Australia. I've been to Brisbane clubs, Sydney, Melbourne clubs, Adelaide as well. I think they're one step up, but still majorly behind. There is not that much knowledge out there as well. But I'm yet to go back to Eastern European bloc to actually hold the hands with those guys. But most of my interviews, when it comes to an app that I have done, I've
Right.
made online with a lot of trainers that train. What's the name? the guy that won, Artyom Morozov, Alejan Muratov. So I've spoken with his trainer. I've spoken with a few
Oh,
Shardara trainers. I've paid for their time because I was really interested to understand their training regime. Spoken with a few trainers from Russia and from Ukraine as well. I mean, everyone either speak Russian or Ukrainian, so for me it's easy to understand.
okay. So it's a second nature language for
Yeah,
you to transition over, I guess.
yeah.
Right. And how did you find how did you find getting the knowledge from all of those coaches and pro athletes? Did you find they had something in common with each other, with the type of programs that were providing for you and what and on a technical basis as well?
Yes. I would say that there is not really that I would divide that there is three particular schools,
Oh.
like there would be Kazakh or Ukrainian or Russian school. They're very much all the same. And in fact, those trainers, they learn from each other quite a bit.
Mhm.
And that's what I pretty much did in the app. I didn't add anything of my own opinion. There is no my opinion at all. There is a quantitative and a qualitative research based on trainers and maybe a few athletes that I knew, and that's what helped to put this app together. Really,
Wow.
basically, if you want me to run you through the app, I'm happily to do that. Unless you have any more questions.
Probably my last question. I think you did answer it, but what was I guess what was the common knowledge that each coach had?
Common knowledge.
Yeah.
That's a good question, but all of them, they really looked at their job as part of the Olympic sport, and they really looked at the discipline from that angle. They were really thinking about the arm wrestling, like you actually have to train for this stuff to be professional.
Yeah.
And we are talking about um, trainings from 3 days a week to about 5 days a week, and only maybe about a table session in the fortnight, and then proper pulling maybe once a month maximum. They have everything
Okay.
phased out. Everything was pretty much the same no matter where you go. There is just a
Mm.
few variations here or there, but nothing really that is out of ordinary. Like if you look on YouTube, everybody's just doing so much wiggly shit and following Davin Larrett. And even
I've heard
Devin
that.
is saying that I'm still looking for that kind of routine and those exercises that will gonna get me to that unbeatable level. I mean, the guy is fairly unbeatable already, but he's still looking, he's still researching. So I guess there is no real key to it, besides having a good trainer that can see you and understand what exactly do you need. And I think that's the key in
Mm.
order to progress further.
Mm,
And
interesting.
and that's a real job. That's a real job. You have to have an eye for it, not just only on the table, off the table, but also and to understand your physicality, your mentality, your culture. How strong do you hold inside of your head? What your body can perform. All of that. I think this is where the trainer's job really come in. And this is the next
Right.
level that we're talking about that we don't have in here.
Mm. Yeah, and that's that. I agree with you with that, and we've only started to get, on a New Zealand level, is Oceania, Charles himself come down, and ever since Charles has come down to visit us, and that aspect, it's changed our style in the technical basis. So it's allowed us to adopt new ideas, new techniques. It's not as easy, but it's having that consistency. So he's already been down here almost 4 times now, 3 times,
Mhm.
and as a Wellington club, um, not we're not as big, but we're starting to promote the sport and we're starting to put ourselves out there and collab with other clubs. And obviously that's the ultimate goal, was to uh, have more coaches and have more athletes come down to share that knowledge. And
Yeah.
uh, it'd be more exciting as well to get other pro athletes into New Zealand as well. Obviously, into a podcast would be amazing as well. Well, to get those crispy gold athletes, we probably need a translator.
Well, that's what I've done. Actually, when that Uzbekistani team came around, I was their chauffeur, translator, everything. Out of the blue, it just happened. I was like,
Oh
okay, I'll
wow.
give a hand.
Yes.
And then afterwards, we went to Wurimu's gym.
Ah, yes. I remember that. That was
Yeah,
you there translating for him.
yeah. And I was translating for them.
Oh,
Everyone who was able to, they came over.
Oh, that's cool.
there you
Yeah.
go, Charles. We've got our translator, bro.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm happy to help out because that is also free knowledge for me.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, that'd be great.
interesting.
So, yeah, so that'd be some homework we could do, Charles, and get a hold of the European athletes. And yeah, that would actually be good to do that live on a podcast. Not only that, and to one day get them over to New Zealand. So,
Mhm.
yeah. Well, obviously, it's been a key factor, like you said, Anton. So that is something we could focus
If
on.
you if you had one person bring on the podcast from the European side, Anton, who would it be?
Oh, wow, that's a good question. It should be the guy who is able to speak English. Or if you
You
want the
talking?
translator, yes, I can. Then I mean, we can pick
Yeah,
and
yeah,
choose,
but
and
yeah.
I
Let's
can.
say who like if you're running the podcast and you wanted that one person that you wanted on there, who would it be for you?
Mm, in my weight category, I really enjoy Mindaugas Tarasaitis.
Oh
You
Um,
yes.
write that down, Ben. Put on your
but then we
notebook.
also have got Alan Zaloyev, if you know the guy. So Zaloyev family. So it's pretty powerful family from South Ossetia, which is a Russian region down in Caucasus of where I come from, not that far off. And this guy is a champ and a full dominator in 80s category. The fella is just insane. He has abs on his back.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We didn't have to look into those programs.
Yeah, no, I'll send you a link or a video about the guy, but you'll definitely know him, or just look at the last WOF championship, not the European one that just finished, but the previous WOF.
Mm.
Yeah, Alan Zaloyev.
A lens, a lens.
Alan,
Alan,
yeah, like Alan,
oh,
Alan
Alan
Zoloyev.
Zoroyev,
Yeah,
Zoroyev. Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that's easy with me. Hey, we've got I guess you're bringing me more awareness too around our clubs, because we've got one Russian arm wrestler in Wellington, but he used to be part of the Auckland. Uh,
Sasha.
Sasha.
Sasha, yeah. I've
So,
heard that. Then he moved to
yeah.
Welly, and we never really met. I was looking for someone
Oh,
Russian speaking at the
he's
time.
a
It's like, tell me more.
he's a very sneaky Russian. I tell you, he's very sneaky on the table.
Right. There's
He's
another Russian in Savage Stallion Club.
yes.
His name is Andrei.
Oh,
So
Andre.
the
Andre.
Yes.
guy is he's a master of sports in arm wrestling, and he got third in Russia. And getting third in Russia, I think somewhere around 98 or maybe like early 2000s when he was competing and he was like properly young, and then he migrated to Canada maybe just before COVID, and didn't really touch the table there at all. And I was like, this is the mecca of arm wrestling, man, what are you doing? And then he decided to come in New
Whoa.
Zealand and turn up to the Auckland champs, placed third in amateurs, doing nothing. And he's like, oh, maybe that's a village that I can capitalize on, and got
Mm.
back in the sport. And now he's part of Savage Stallions. Really amazing low hand top roll, very fast, and the guy's
The guy,
yeah, and the guy's over. I think he's
40?
late 40s or early
Yeah.
50s.
Mm. Hopefully, I get to group up with him in the masters class next year.
Yeah,
I've always
You-
wanted to pull him
yeah, your hand is pretty dominant, but he's very fast.
fast.
So
Yeah,
but yeah, he pulled with Dan. Dan found the key to him, which is amazing. It was amazing to watch.
yes.
But generally speaking, I think he placed third on Auckland Champs as well.
Wasn't it pros? It was Auckland Champ pros. I
Yeah,
think
he was on pros. Yeah,
Yeah.
And then he did amateurs as well.
no, he
That
didn't
was
do
the following
amateurs.
year. That was the other year.
I'd say he was just warming himself back into the sport, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Anton, I was the one who faced him. He's
Okay.
he's the one who tore my my little ligament on my wrist.
So you know all about it then?
Oh, trust me, I was looking at the wrist. I was like, "What is this?" I was like, "What is this? I don't like it." And they're
Mhm.
like, "Ready to go, Ben?" I'm like, "No, I'm letting go. I'm not happy with this."
Yeah,
I learned a bit.
yeah, he gives me quite a few occasional advices, and he teaches pretty much 90% of Savage Stallion Club.
Oh
Everybody
wow!
just wants to come and ask him and observe how he's pulling. And then I come to their club as well. And then there's two Russians on the table and then think, oh my God, we're so powerful. And then just a big island of boys, which their hands are bigger than my face, just looking at us and being like, oh my God, those guys know something. Yeah, well, it just looks exquisite, exotic. That's all.
Yeah, even
And
Tane said he's really strong, and he hurt his wrist too. So
it's a theme that's going around.
Yeah.
Anton, I didn't know how to get around the hand. It was just a different way in how he was sitting up. And I just felt like at the setup that he was just going to take. I felt vulnerable, put it that way.
Were you top
I felt,
rolling?
I
Or
was
you just gripping
confused.
the hand?
I can do both. I was just finding a way through. I was like, where's the lane that I can go and how am I going to slip through this? I felt like
Yeah.
if I was going to slip on the outside, my hand was going to go down.
So
So
he's starting with a loaded pronation. It's always loaded. And then if he feels aware how to get a grip in terms of the setup, because if you will be hooking him, he will just still loaded the pronation, but he will gonna duck his wrist down and he tends to grip deep inside and then straightens it out. And you feel a lot of pressure coming through the thumb
yes,
and through the wrist,
yes,
but his fingers are very loose, which gives him an opportunity to gain the cup pretty quickly. So
that's
yeah,
what I felt. I tried to hook in Anton, and what had happened when I went in for the hook, I just felt a wall, and then I found myself going back out, but it was
right,
supination, and so I ended up slipping out in the supination uh, angle, and that's where I tore something. But I was full
right.
of so much adrenaline. Thank God. I don't know how I did it. I was so disencouraged. I was discouraged. Managed to take out the weight category, but later that day, the next day, oh gosh, there was hell to pay. So
Mm.
I've been
I've got
re.
the whole explanatory video on how he pulls. I was like, tell me how you pull. I want to learn. It's not my style, but he sent me the whole like setup and everything. So happy to share.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. Oh,
that's cool.
let's do it. I got one more question for you, Anton. What
Yeah.
was the category that Andre competed in Russia? What was the weight category that he competed in that he placed third in?
Well, I wouldn't know. But I know that he went through most of the categories. He started from being light through 60s, 70s, 80s. Now he's somewhere around 100-ish, 95, 90 to 100.
Mm.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Is he pulling in nationals? Do you know, Anton?
I reckon he would.
Yeah,
Because
I
he'll be
have a
facing
feeling.
Ben in the under hundreds.
Ben.
90s. 90s. Why you have to say that?
He's going now. He's going 100s. He's doing 100, guys.
Guys,
Yeah.
don't listen to this guy. Well, there's been a debate, Anton. Well, there's been a debate whether I go 90s and 100s. There's their reasonings behind it, but yeah, it's a dilemma for me at the moment.
Fair enough. It's yeah, you have to decide on this dilemma pretty quickly because we're not that far off. I mean,
2 weeks out.
if you're going down, you got a cut. And yeah, talking about the app, it has all the preparation and how you have to do the water cuts and everything, how Europeans are doing it.
Oh, really? Is it
It's
all
all
in this
there.
app? Is it?
Yeah.
Well, let's dive into this. Let's get into the deep end of this. And
Right.
if you have any questions from Charles, you go ahead. Otherwise, I'll
No. Keep
fill
going.
in the gap for you.
I'm just filling in the
So,
gaps, too.
okay, and we'll just go off what Anton speaks about and just
Yeah.
go off
So
that information.
I know
detail.
we're on the homepage now for Anton's app, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, just talk about more about it so we understand.
But
Yeah,
he has.
sure.
You're kind of filling the gaps, Anton. But are you able to explain to the audience like what got you into this? What inspired you to create this app for the community?
Yeah. Basically, as I said, we are like a beehive right now in New Zealand, where we have enough places where we can exchange knowledge on the table. But at the end of the day, you have to be stronger than your opponent. And sometimes you can have all the tricks of the trade that you learn through our wonderful beehive, but it's not going to be enough. And I think when it comes off the table times, everybody just do whatever and they don't have a structure. I haven't seen really many apps out there. I've seen some programs that Europeans put out. I've seen an arm wrestling academy as well from Coach Ray, which costs like 140 or plus
What
euros
the
or
hell?
something. Yeah, you go on his website, you'll check it out. I mean,
Shit.
and then I was like, okay, I like the sport. I like our funnel. I would like to support it. So I've created this app based on quantitative and qualitative research of everything what to do off the table. In my first video over there, I tell exactly, look, I'm not the person that is going to teach you what to do on the table. I'm the person that can teach you to do stuff outside of a table and translate it then to the table within the strength and angles and how to properly do your arm wrestling routines. And that's a quantitative qualitative research from the three countries that I've already named: Ukraine, Kazakhstan, and Russia. And they all divided in 4 mesocycles. So mesocycles is basically the same as, you watch any bodybuilding videos back in the days, like Arnold Schwarzenegger used to say, you got to stress the muscle. So we have to stress the muscle in a proper way in order to achieve hypertrophy. How do you say that word?
Uh,
Hypertrophy. You make the muscle
I,
grow anyway.
yeah, I know, mate.
Yeah. So basically, you are switching your routine, and you start with the first 2 months that I offer in there. That basically
If I click on that.
tells you to. So you have only 3 days of training that you do per week. I do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Suits with me. I explaining what this first month's about, and it's basically 50% of basic exercises, so where you get the strength from, and then 50% specifics. This first 2 months is something that you don't have to skip, but helps you to get in the shape. It's not too exciting because I think when everybody wants to get in the sport, people want to like, okay, let me do all those crazy lifts straight away. But if you don't have a foundation, you actually have to start from a specifics. So you will have motion, elbows forward, and I literally not going to tell people too much on how to do squats over here, but I'm going to show them, okay, well, this is the technique. You can change You can do sumo squats, you can do whatever, but you got to do something. And if you want to make sure that your arms progress insides, you actually have to train the other half of your body as well, because we are one living organism. So you have to, if your bodies are too skinny and too little, most probably you are just not, you won't be able to progress your arms as quickly as you could if you would do a bit of squatting as well. So it would start normally within some heavy exercises and then go into specifics. And all those mesocycles, you have to really carefully read in the video, what do I say? What do you actually have to concentrate on every single month? And within every mesocycle, there is a different amount of sets, of amount of reps that you have to do, and various amount of exercises. They rarely repeat within the mesocycles, and every mesocycle is for something. So first one, as I said, is building the foundations, is 50% strength, 50% specifics. Second one, we're moving to about 70% specifics, 30 foundation. Then on a third mesocycle, you're picking your specifics. And on the fourth mesocycle, you're preparing for a competition. And then on the first mesocycle, you have to understand and measure your RM, so your one repetition maximum. And that will give you an opportunity to understand how to progress further. And then there is also one thing within any trainings that you do in a gym. It's called periodization. You have linear periodizations, and lots of others. I think there's 3 of them over there. I talk about them in my arm wrestling library, which I want to take you through in a second.
Yeah.
But basically, you always have to train in the swinging motion. So you have to go back and forward. So you take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. This way you can progress safely without getting sick, or not feeling too exhausted when you go on the table, stuff like that. So firstly, when you switch on this app, you watch my video at the top, and then you go how to use the app. And
How to warm up?
now the first app start.
Oh yeah, first step start. Yep.
Yeah. So over there, it will tell you how to do your first mesocycle, how to perform RM. I go in details, in specifics. You follow this plan and you don't invent a single thing. So you because this is not me who is telling you to do this. This is Eastern European bloc, and that is their collective information. So if they do this, you just follow, and then you understand whether you can sustain. And they can, because it's all about feeling good after your training and not pushing yourself to the point where you just can't turn up for a next training. So you have to really train properly. Then after the first app start, you have a bit of a guidance that you can look at. So if you go back,
Yep. 1 second.
I give a little advice on how to warm up, and then if you scroll to the right,
How do you scroll it? Oh shit! How to
yeah.
move the weights?
So this is how you measure your RM and how you have to work it out. And then at the bottom, there will going to be a 1 RM calculator, for example, for you to for the ease of use.
Oh, so it's already on there for you to calculate.
Yeah, I am going with a very mathematical background into the trainings, and if you follow that background, if you follow the steps, I can almost guarantee you that you will have the results.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could start this tomorrow, because Tuesday, wasn't it Tuesday, Thursday, and then the third block Saturday, but I could do it on a Sunday. Is that all right?
Yeah, you can really choose whatever suits. But every time when you are on the toilet or you are going to bed, just go into our wrestling library afterwards and read an article over there. It's really worth your while. But if we just go back,
Yep.
again, and just take a look if we can scroll a bit to the right.
Um,
Maybe if you just
Wow.
press on the mouse and then scroll, because you're in the mobile version for some reason.
oh. Okay.
Do you have a website that you can access that through, Anton?
It's only a mobile version, but that I've
Yeah.
built. It's easily accessible
I'm just wondering why it won't let me
on the
scroll.
phone. But basically, there will be how to warm up, how to do the training. So because also one remark that I would like to do around our training times is that when we get on the table and when we go to our trainings, we very often forget what did we came for. So
Yes.
some of them are coming there to have fun. Some of the other guys would like to pull like there is no tomorrow, and sometimes
Oh,
you you're coming there just for the ride with whatever happens on the table, and for me that is the lost time really, because you don't know what's going to happen to you on the next day. If you were to go to the gym, you most probably will going to feel sore at
This,
least.
this has been interesting. So
So you
how
actually
will these guys get a hold of your app?
it's a link that is shared, and it's now absolutely free. I've actually made my money on US market. It became popular for some reason in Texas. I've just thrown a few advertisement via Facebook ads, and it paid off 470 New Zealand dollars that it took me to build this app. And then I was like, okay, I really don't do it for profit. I do it for love. So as of today, it's free.
You
So
heard it here,
everyone can
wow.
use
folks.
it.
Free
Yeah.
app. Let's make use of it. And yeah, let's start from month one to see where it takes us. Like I'm actually interested to get this app a try and start tomorrow. And
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
might post some of my club members to actually follow suit with it too. So
Basically, if you go to, let's say, the last mesocycle,
yes,
8 and 10 month,
8 and
where you're
10. Yep.
preparing for, so you have days where you're training either your cup, your pronation, or your supination. So choose
Day,
any day. Let's see what it
day
has.
one.
So
Interesting.
those exercises already moving into more of isometrics
Yeah.
and a lot of
Pronation.
static holds with the smaller angles. And then click on one of the exercises. Any?
Let's have pronation sitting down, eh?
Yeah. So I explain what to do, but then there should be, yeah. So I explain everything in there, like
Yeah.
to like ABC. If you can pause the video, there should be like amount of reps that you have to do, and
Uh,
also whenever you record them, it's going to be a history.
results.
Excuse
What's
me.
this one? Oh shit! Took me out.
Maybe if you go out from here and then push start a training, maybe that will appear.
No, it just shows results on it. Let me have a look.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't prepared, but
Can you scroll down for some? No,
nah.
it doesn't. On the phone, it has all the sets, and
Yep.
then you complete your sets with the weights, and it all goes to your history. So next time, whenever you're training, you know what is your comfortable weight. So that's pretty much your A4 paper on which you write to make sure that you sort of
Yep.
progress somewhere.
So use this one is using 60% of your PR and work backwards.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I explain specifics. Like you don't really need to think what you're doing in there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then if you go back,
Yep.
and back again. So, and we scroll down. You've got the Arm Wrestling Academy, and then you've got my Spotify Arm Wrestling playlist. So
Yes.
you can just press play, and all of that. That's what I train on.
They're
Pretty
in a
heavy stuff.
party.
Yeah. And then if you click on the Arm Wrestling literature,
This one.
yeah, there's actually articles, and you have theory of periodization, all the different types of periodizations in terms of how you can train. Then we talk about the strengths, genetics, what are the banned substances in terms of WOF, how to prepare, how to cut weight, all of that stuff. Before you go to sleep, read something from there. It's not the information that you can normally find on YouTube,
Wow.
and you always can come back to it. So there's quite a few topics that I have done. I need to make another research session, most probably do it in person with Eastern European Bloc to learn more, but I've poured all my soul into it. It has everything you need, and if you don't try to reinvent or do a half-ass job by saying, "Oh, I just want to cherry pick," then and follow, I think you will have some results. We just need to change my face to a change of some Eastern European performing athlete or anyone else that is respected, and then it will have more credibility than just a Pakeha guy from New Zealand that thinks that he knows it
Molding
all
guy now.
talking.
Molding guy, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, this is a Kurituhi, man. I follow, I know the culture, I know where to stop. I
Yeah.
pay my dues and respect, but yeah, no
Oh,
bloodlines, brother.
damn. Hey, we'll adopt you. How's that sound, man? We'll adopt you from today.
Actually, I'll go through all this too. And then I'll question Ben, see if he's been following suit.
Yeah, it'll be good. I
To
think,
be honest, Ben, I'm like,
well, I'll start it, I could actually start it tonight. So if there's some independent workouts I can do, and then I'll carry on doing it with our club members. So we do Thursdays and
yeah,
Sundays.
good.
So that would be good. This will change everything up too. Oh, we won't actually hurt
Comment
each
from
other.
Kim from Dunedin. Thank you. What a treat and a free app. Thank you, Anton.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Kim, I've been consulting with Benjamin from Dunedin quite a bit. You've given me. Sorry?
What's his last name? Benjamin, is it Fucci or something?
He's actually a South African Aucklander, but he finished a degree in Dunedin and he stayed in there. He's a pretty smart puller and a pretty smart person with heaps of IQ. So he was giving me quite a bit of a feedback in terms of the app creation. So yeah, it's all been authorized by him as well, by the way.
Hmm.
Hey, what did Kieran say? I just think Kieran.
Oh, he said we already do it, Cap. So
Hey,
what have you guys been doing, eh? No.
where did that one come from?
I mean, I know when someone is opening the app, I can look at the traffic. I can see if people actually performing, what are they doing? Because you can create a profile and you always have a message section and create a topic on the app itself as well. And
Can you interact with anyone else who's using
absolutely,
that?
yes, yes, you can interact with me or anyone else. So there will be, I think, if you go on the left hand side, there
Yeah.
is messages, right?
Yeah, I see messages, yeah.
So if you sign in, you can go create a topic and chat away like on the Reddit if you want to. And then you can
Oh,
always chat
interesting.
with
Okay.
me.
Yeah. So I'll make after this I'll make an account and whatnot. and get the ball running tomorrow.
Oh, this is cool.
And see where it takes me. Maybe I might be able to beat the beast after what's that? 10 months, 8 to 10 months. Call him up.
Well, yeah, 10 months of training. Yeah, I would say
Right.
you might have the chances.
Yeah.
I want to hold you to that.
And
You
if
know,
I
and
do
that'll be
win,
one of my
I'll
goals.
do a shout out to and say, hey, that app works, Anton.
That will be
Now,
the next podcast.
now, if anyone needs some help or some training advice, I'm here to help, and then I can help to navigate it. I mean, I understand that the app is not for faint-hearted, but so is arm wrestling. It's not really a straightforward sport, and it takes time for you to condition on the table and off the table. And I'm happy to guide you through it. If you have any advices on how to improve it, I'll take it. I've been listening to quite a few people out there before I've made an official release, and Anton our president, has supported it as well. So yeah, use it and abuse it, and I'm here if you need some help.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, let's everyone in New Zealand, let's take this advantage. You know what I mean? It's a big step for us, especially with this app now, and it's sort of like a guideline.
Yeah,
So,
it is off the table guideline on everything you have to do at whatever stage you are, really. You
yeah.
can either start fresh or you can start somewhere in the middle. I know that people want to jump into a specific straight away, or most probably it's not really a good idea to actually jump into well, at the moment, leading to nationals, I think fourth mesocycle, the last one, doing a
Yep.
few statics here and there with easier weights might do you good. But drastic improvements still do come from raw power and speed, and the rest is really, prepping up to the table so you have the muscle memory.
Nice.
This is quite interesting. This is the upgrade from our usual training regime for each athlete in New Zealand. This changes everything.
Yeah.
I
Ben,
know you're pretty.
what is Kieran talking about, Ben? With we're doing a Wellington version of it. What is it? Is there something I don't know?
Hey,
Share the knowledge.
I don't know. Kieran, or comes to my mind. I really can't think of it at the moment. And he caught me in the spin of the moment. Charles, you random guy.
Hey, I'm just reading the comments what I'm seeing. I'm like, hey.
I was just trying to acknowledge Anton and his work and how it's really created an impact right in this moment of time. I know that I think he already posted it on the NZAF Federation page. I know
Yeah.
he done that.
Yeah, it was
For some
Anton
reason,
who posted it.
yeah, I think I did see it, but now this is drawing me more into it now that you've explained more about the operations of the app and what you actually do and breaking it down into detail. Because we had one member that we interviewed in one of our podcast episodes. And it's from Whangarei.
Oh, Drake.
And yeah, and he was all about programming. And I thought I was doing the program. Obviously, I wasn't. But we do train consistently and train as much as we can. But it's like you say, if you don't have a vision, then you then you don't know where you're really going. Like, well, I thought I had a vision, and I'm seeking the advice that I needed, Anton. But I guess it has worked because doing it now has opened up another door in this very moment of time. So yeah, this is interesting. This is going to be a good one, especially for New Zealand arm wrestlers. And I'm sure Australia now are going to be aware of what's happening because we do have Australian clubs that watch in and tune in with this podcast, Anton. So this changes the whole ethic and dynamic.
Yeah. This app can only be used in New Zealand. Sorry, Aussie. No.
I mean, we can
That's-
make it local to New Zealand only.
yeah.
Don't listen to
He's
Charles.
Or to New Zealand and Australia. But yeah, the US really helped me with that. Texas, I got a few app purchases over there because I made previously it was only the first mesocycle that was free. The rest of the mesocycles and the library was $10 that I was charging for. So I was making about $30, $40 for all to unlock the whole app. So it didn't take too many people that bite on the information. But basically, if you want to do it correct, watch the first video and
Yeah.
then go through, scroll to the right all the way in terms of the first advices that I'm giving, and then look at what mesocycle you are close to at the moment. They're all useful in their own ways, and truly you can only understand that everything goes in the sequence of the exercises and the physicality of it only once you do it. And then you'll understand, okay, now I understand why I have to do this after this. Now I understand why I've done 5 sets and now I only have to do 4 sets. But basically, it's not a faint-hearted app. There is a lot to take in. It's all about this regime, routine, and reading exactly what you have to do. Normally, my trainings takes about 2.5 hours to complete one of those exercises. You can split it if you want to as well, and train 5-6 days a week if you want to. Many people do that, but in order to have, I guess, the full reflection, I would do it in this particular way. Yeah.
And then I think it is not. Karen's on fire tonight. Christopher Anton, do you have any training sessions on the app focusing at injuries and rehab trainings?
Yeah, rehabilitation. Yeah. Look, I'm mirroring everything that I have learned. But when we talk about the injuries and rehab, I legally don't want to provide any advices because I'm not a general practitioner. And the things that they do in the Eastern European bloc is very different to what we can do over here. I have discussed that part of the app with Ben down in Dunedin as well, who give me quite a bit of a feedback, and with Sam. And we were dancing around this topic that most probably it's not a good idea. I mean, rehab, most probably I can post quite a few exercises over there for rehabbing. Nothing really stops me to do that. But the guys in Eastern European bloc, they would, in terms of their rehab, it's all about pushing the blood through after about month rest. And in that month rest, you do electrical shock therapy, and then you take your own plasma, so your own stem cells, which is taken from your blood, and then goes through the rotations stuff that separates your plasma, and then they would put that plasma around the inflamed parts of your body. It's legal, it's a good process, but it's not something that we do here in New Zealand. So it's where we are very much different.
Okay.
Yeah, so therefore I can do physio, but again, am I a physio guy? Am I inventing stuff? I don't want to. I just want to make sure that I mirror of what I've learned and give you the fishing rod. And it has to be a solid one. So where I don't really add anything from myself because I'm not in the position to. So that's my take on this.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, thanks for that. That's insightful information, not only for us here, but for all spectators who are watching. Um, yeah, it's an interesting one. Is that what Devin Lorette was doing a few years ago? They were doing stem cell therapy, and it seemed like that was the thing uh, that was going around at that time.
Mm. Yeah, it's very common everywhere.
But they can't do it in New Zealand. Is that for more? Is it more on a legal basis?
No, it's just my background. I'm not gonna bullshit, I guess. I'm just gonna talk about stuff that I know, and I have proof behind it. If I don't have proof and it's somewhat factual, and the other people are doing it, and I can prove it on the background and translate it from the other language, then I wouldn't say that, because I'm still too young. It's been 4.5, 5 years that I've been in the sport. I know a few things here and there, and happy to help. I'm knowledgeable, but I'm not gonna say that I'm the preacher in any case. In order to do that, most probably you need to become someone or a good trainer. But I haven't trained anyone to an extent who have taken the first sport of New Zealand, for example, yet. But it is one of my
Can I
aspirations, to
be
be
your
honest.
first?
No, I'm really looking forward to help anyone with this, Johnny. And all I need is really a thank you, and I'll be happy with that.
Yeah. Question from Malia. She says, "Wow, so much knowledge, Anton. Would you host a one-off cinema
Ooh,
Session, maybe.
session? Yeah,
yeah.
a one-off one. Yeah.
One on
Session of,
one or one on one session?
no, one-off
What?
cinema.
Like a
Seminar. Sorry.
seminar.
Oh,
Cinnamon.
yeah.
Yes, cinnamon bun. No, fuck.
No,
That's my
seminar. He means
my first year accent. God damn it.
seminar,
Seminar.
Anton.
That's
That's what he's
yeah.
talking about. If you would provide it,
Yeah. Yeah, I
would you
think
be
we
willing
can
to provide
prepare for that, and we
it?
can do it at Fresh Meat. We bring the whiteboard in. You guys got the pulleys and everything, and anyone that is keen to join and learn more a bit about the app, while we go through, we look at all the exercises, and I'll show them what's what.
Cool.
But basically, every single exercise is explained on how you have to do, and if you can read, it's all there. Like, this is pretty much the seminar, but I'm happy to cover any questions that might be a bit more specific to something or that
Awesome.
needs observing.
Oh well, we'll keep in touch anyway, Anton, and we can
Yeah,
talk about it
sure.
more in the background about it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Alrighty.
And yeah, feel free to message me, anyone. Look, whoever tunes in or watches this, you can either message me through the app or find me on the Facebook. I'll add you in. We have a chat. Feel free.
Awesome.
Knowledge is the power.
That's good.
Right, Charles, do you want to close us up?
No, they usually close us up all the time, Ben.
Hey.
Any closing questions before we head off?
No,
Any last things you want to say, Anton, before we say goodbye to the?
Well, I thank you very much for inviting me. It means a lot to me as well, just to give back to the community, be part of it as well. And yeah, if I can support anyone and make anyone achieve better versions of themselves, I'm happy to be part of your journey. I don't need your money. I don't need anything. Just reach out. Let's have some chat. That's all. That's what we don't chat really in arm wrestling, right?
Nah.
Until a certain point.
Wow. Ever since this
Yeah.
podcast, there's been more chatting now. So it's
Yeah.
good. It's good. And
There you go.
that's what we need. That's what we need.
A lot of chatting and stirring.
Yeah, it's stirring the pot. Since you're going to be going to national chat before you go, what class are you excited to watch, and who is the top? Who's going to be the first, second, and third place in that weight division that you're looking at?
Well, I always watch closely on the 70s, which is now 75s, and also 80s, because that's where I sort of flowed back and forth.
Yeah.
Do I see any surprises this year? Most probably not. I think we have a lot of newcomers, but our first and second places are very stagnant. Thirds are always a bit of a mystery, which is interesting. If Dan competes, I think he have to go to 80s really. But he doesn't have much of a competition besides Lee in 75s. Wish good luck to Lee. There might be a few surprises for him in 75, as he lost one of his matches to the Auckland Armbender, gosh, forgot
What
the
was
name
his
of
name?
my own teammate. Arjun.
Josh.
Arjun.
Nah, Arjun.
Yeah.
Oh, Arjun.
Yeah. We've got Josh as well. I wish all the best to Josh. He used to be, I can't say my student, but he was grasping the knowledge from me when he came. There was a times when I could take Josh. Now I can't take Josh. He just has that mega
low grip, top roll.
Yeah, amazing side pressure, very connected guy. So I'm looking forward for him to get to the top 3. I think he absolutely deserves it.
He has potential.
And
He definitely has potential.
yeah, every single, I think 80s and 90s are the toughest categories out there. They can be a bit of a stirring pot, but if you guys are not competing over 100, that's going to be interesting to watch as well, what happens in there. And then following your boy from Fresh Meat, Philly.
Yeah, the concrete slayer, Philly.
Right. This is the guy who's going to stir a pot up on the nationals for sure. I just hope that he doesn't injure himself. He has one thing and one thing only, but it feels like he's done it for more than 10,000 times. So that's all he needs, right? So let's see where he will go, because after he stood with Matt and he was able to go through his top roll and pin him quickly, it was interesting to watch. Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
No.
Right, we've got one guy after him too, so everyone's after him, I guess.
Yeah. He's on everybody's radar for this national, so be.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Anything from you, Ben, before we shoot off?
Just want to acknowledge Anton and thank him for coming on the show and sharing his knowledge. It brings a lot of value to the channel and for people who are tuning in. So I want to thank you for that, and definitely grateful for the opportunity for having you on, Anton. So thank you for being a part of this podcast tonight.
No worries. Thank you for having me, team. Take care.
Yep. And remember, guys, the app is free now. I think we put the link up on the comment section. So just click on that, make a login, whatnot, sign in, and then get to work. And that's us for another episode on Inside the Straps, where arm wrestling matters. And we'll see you on another episode on Wednesday.
Skadoosh.
Goodbye. And we are.
Hello.
Hey!
Is that the guy when the shoe came off?
Like everything that I could, even if you break my arm or you carry me off, that's literally my mindset at that time. So,
and I'll see you on the next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Cool one.
Yeah.